In 1979, a mysterious businessman known only as R.C. Christian arranged for the creation of 5 mysterious pillars to be constructed out of granite in Elbert County, Georgia. This monument, which came to be known as the Georgia Guidestones, contains detailed star maps and knowledge about the North Star's position in the sky, as well as warnings written in 8 different modern languages and 4 secret ancient biblical languages. These instructions detail strange rituals and rules about population control, and up until recently, no one knew what they could be for. In 1989, Forrest Lucas founded Lucas Oil, exactly 10 years after the creation of the Georgia Guidestones. Coincidence? We here on Flag on the Play have uncovered some shocking truth. Prepare to get your cavities filled with truth, courtesy of us, the Truth Fairies. Super Bowl 46 happens this year in Indianapolis at the Lucas Oil Stadium. Built and designed by scratch by Forrest Lucas himself for some dark purpose. And we know the truth. Forrest Lucas is a known occultist and demonologist, and he plans to raise a master demon known only as Morgoth from the depths of hell to wreak fury upon the earth and bring about the apocalypse in February. We can't have that happen. There'll be no football season next year. Besides, we pledge allegiance to one demon only, and that's Moloch, the god of all fire and hatred. We can't let Morgoth usurp his throne. We gotta get Detroit into the Super Bowl this year or something.
Flag on the Play, it's the playoffs! Yeah! Playoffs start on Saturday, and the first team up, we got the Houston Texans versus the Cincinnati Bengals. There's one thing I'll tell you about the Texans. They were started in 2002. They've never been to the playoffs. They've had a good, wicked quarterback in front of them all the time. That's right, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is like looking not too good right now. It looks like the Colts have wiped their whole front office, and it looks like they're getting ready for suck for luck. That's all I know about the Houston Texans.
Andy Dalton and his team of Bengal Lancers are going to stride confidently onto the field in Cincinnati on Saturday, and I'll tell you one reason why. They've got the backing of the greatest modern wizard to ever play football. The wizard Nimrod has taught the Bengals the secrets of transformation magic, and now the defensive line become half man, half tiger. The offensive line ride on their shoulders like children, and they stride into battle on the plains of Zacataz against their ancient enemy, the Houston Texans. That's why this week, the Houston Texans are my pick to get beaten by the Cincinnati Bengals. As you know, this week Tim Tebow plays the Pittsburgh Steelers in what will likely be the final game of his football career as a starter. So, with that in mind, we thought we'd take as many Tebow jokes as possible, 5, and work them into this last bit. And we're going to get our friend Chris to help us.
Apparently the NFL renamed the 2-minute warning Tebow time. The perfect athlete is 3/4 LeBron James, 1/4 Tim Tebow. If properly tapped, a Tim Tebow rush could power the country of Australia for 44 minutes. OT no longer means overtime. It only means Tebow time. And that's all you need? Tim Tebow once won the World Series of Poker with using only Pokemon cards. Tim Tebow's number is 15 because that's the number of players it takes to tackle him.
Tim Tebow's one-dimensional offense is going to be read right through by Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau is one of the greatest defensive minds that football's ever seen. He's won countless Super Bowls, been with the Steelers since the 70s, invented the steel curtain. There's no way Tim Tebow's going to get by this. We're going to see a defensive battle. It's going to be boring. It's going to be 2 teams at the line, not moving at all. Constant ads. Nothing exciting happening. You're going to see a 3-0 game, maybe a 9-3 game. You're not going to care. They did it, they made it, all praise him, all hail Moloch. The Detroit Lions have finally made it back to the playoffs since 1991, and now we're gonna see it. There's a new deity in town, some fruity thing from Lord of the Rings, and all I'm gonna say is Moloch's gonna rain down blood, guys. You guys wait for this first playoff game when we see some fucking weird shit happening, man. Birds are gonna fall to the sky, you're gonna see babies be born with demon heads. It's all gonna start raining down, man. Detroit to the Super Bowl, Moloch's reign will be everywhere. I'll be like the dark prince of this city. It'll be amazing, man. I've sacrificed a lot of cats, kidnapped some babies, and done some really shitty shit for Moloch, man, because I'm a true believer.
Paul, you couldn't be more wrong if you bet on the Washington Generals. As you know, the Saints are going to win this week, and it's all because of one thing: reverse voodoo magic. Every time that Drew Brees beats one of Dan Marino's records, he absorbs that part of Dan Marino's soul into him. Did you ever wonder why Dan Marino congratulated Drew Brees over Twitter for his victory? It's not because he's a savvy user of social network platforms. It's because he's a withered husk of a man with hardly anything left to him. Drew Brees has completely sucked up Dan Marino's spirit and soul, and now he's going to use it to crush the Lions the only way he can, with the power of Jesus Christ.
And this game's gonna happen in the heartbeat of terrorism. That's right, MetLife Field in New York City. The Atlanta Falcons are playing my Giants. I spent a whole year hearing crap about Eli Manning not being an elite quarterback, Tom Coughlin being an old coach, the Giants not having all the right pieces to win a Super Bowl. But where are the Cowboys? Where are the Eagles? Where are the Jets? Where are a whole bunch of other shitty teams? They're not in the playoffs. The Giants are.
Atlanta Falcons were the number 1 seed last year. This year they plummeted to the number 8 seed. How could this have happened so quickly? Some might say that's just the way football works, but I know the answer is much more insidious. As the American people's faith in Obama has plummeted, so has the potency and power of the runestones buried in the Atlanta field gone down in power. There's only one solution, one way for the Atlanta Falcons to beat the New York Giants next week. That's for one brave member of Flag Nation to blow up the White House. Flag Nation, the Hugh train made a couple of stops in Losertown this year. My 3 teams were the Eagles, the Raiders, and the Jets, and not one of them could pull it together even to make it to the goddamn playoffs. So I have to pick a new team to cheer for. I've decided the best way to do it is with an ancient divination ritual that I read in a book called Spectral Spirits Around You. We were going to use the pit for it, but thanks to a recent cease and desist letter from CBC, we're now going to use the car seat box of doom. So the first step of this ritual is I have to remove the vestments of the old teams I liked. My Raiders, my Eagles, and my Jets. Now pure as white snow, and I'm ready to receive the blessing of a new team. Paul, lay the blessing dust on me. Now I have to say the ritual words. And now for the final step of the ritual, I roll the magic choosing rock. The Detroit Lions are my new favorite team, and that's why they're my tall can pick of the week. Refreshing, good. Tastes like Calvin Johnson's sweat. Go Lions! That's this week's flag on the play. Remember, gamble responsibly. Here's a Pro Line ticket. Here you go, here's a Pro Line ticket. Gamble responsibly. Here's a Pro Line ticket. Here you go, Pro Line ticket. Here you go. Well, thanks for coming out. I don't have anything for you, but thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out, Neville.
Shit.
That's right. Chris, thanks for coming out this week.
Yo, that's it.